Oh,
Hello guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
yeah, we can hear you.
Yep.
There is some problem with my Zoom. Every time I log in, I have to do the whole process. Uninstall, reinstall. I don't know what's the issue. Actually, I think what our office may be saying लगा लिया है इसलिए issue हो रहा है. Wait a minute. Okay. Anyway, let me know when you guys can see my screen. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Good. So, क्या लग रहा है मार्केट में क्या चल रहा है? Anyone, any clue?
सर ऐसा लग रहा है सेलिंग आने वाली है अच्छी खासी.
Okay. और कोई?
वही आसू भाई, ग्लोबल सेंटीमेंट तो बहुत ज्यादा वीक है, तो लग रहा है वही सेलिंग तो आएगी.
क्यों ऐसा लग रहा है कि वीक है?
जैसे यूएस का डेटा भी, जो इन्फ्लेशन डेटा वगैरह आया है उसके रिगार्डिंग भी यहाँ की, और बाकी जो फेड का टेम्परिंग होगा, तो वही इसी चक्कर में सब.
तुम्हें क्या लगता है जो डेटा जो भी आया वो बिग इंस्टीट्यूशन वन दे ऑलरेडी अवेयर अबाउट इट? डू यू रियली थिंक कि उनके लिए इट वुड बी सरप्राइज डेटा इज लाइक दिस?
सर बट फ्राइडे को गैप डाउन हुआ, फिर नीचे कंसोलिडेट होकर लोअर एंड पे क्लोज किया है, तो ऐसा लग रहा है कि मतलब सेंटिमेंट तो नेगेटिव ही है काफी.
दैट पॉइंट इज वैलिड, बट व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से कि डोंट गिव इंपॉर्टेंस टू न्यूज़ and the data that you see. Okay, that is only for us. And people want us to react because of that. So if you want to sell, go sell. You want to buy, go buy, or anything. But don't do all of that because the logic is some data or some news. Okay, because that is only for retail people to react. And that's a trap which I don't want you guys to get stuck to a hole. Don't even talk about all those things. Doesn't matter. All those things, they are of no use. They tell you nothing by which you can make money. It might fall. Okay. It might go up, but the reason should not be a news, a data, an event. Nah. So that was my point. Baki, haan, theek hai, negative aaya hai. Agree with that. But that will not be something which I will be looking to decide where to place my trades. हाँ? ठीक है? तो कोई और रीजन बताओ.
सर अगर हम निफ्टी का डेली चार्ट देखें, उसमें आपने हमें कहा था, एक बार अपने ग्रुप पे पूछा था कि ये कैंडल बुलिश है, बेरिश है, साइडवेज है. आपने बोला साइडवेज है, पर रीजन आप कोर्स में बताओगे. इसमें हमारा हायर हाई, हायर लो या लोअर हाई अभी तक कुछ फॉर्म नहीं हो रहा है सिंस द लास्ट फॉल. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द डेली चार्ट.
डेली है.
हाँ एग्जैक्टली. तो जब तक ये हमारा प्रीवियस हाई के ऊपर नहीं जाता या प्रीवियस लो के नीचे नहीं जाता, तब तक आई थिंक हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि कोई ट्रेंड है.
It is just seriously it is contracting. This is a contracting triangle or wedge. This range is just getting contracted.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's why अब इस रेंज के मिडिल में हो तुम यहाँ पे. So sell करने में भी तुम्हारा risk reward is not good. It might come here, test it again, go up, until it gives a breakout on either side. Okay. So that's why I said कि news and all is not something which you guys should, focus more on. Right now, market is just sideways. Okay, just that within this range it is falling. Okay. So in this range, if it is falling and these are the two lines, you have to sell, you sell here. You have to buy here. Between this, only intraday trades.
सर पर साइडवेज का रीजन यही था ना कि अभी तक कोई ट्रेंड नहीं है, मतलब
नहीं मतलब ट्रेंड नहीं है तो साइडवेज बहुत आर
नहीं मतलब जैसे आपका
ट्रेंड नहीं है इसलिए साइडवेज नॉट द रीजन राइट। क्यों नहीं है ट्रेंड?
सर अभी कंफर्मेशन नहीं है, ये गलत है कि ट्रेंड नहीं है, लाइक अभी जैसे बीच में है, तो या तो हम जब नेक्स्ट लो तोड़े तब सेल करें, या जैसे आपने ट्रायंगल बनाया इसके ब्रेकआउट या इसके सपोर्ट पे बाय सेल करें।
हाँ करेंगे करेंगे, वो भी हम डिस्कस करेंगे वो सब चीजें कोर्स में, बट नहीं। चलो आज का स्टार्ट करते हैं। लेट्स बिगिन बाय यूएस मार्केट। S&P 500 S&P 500 में क्या हो रहा है? लुक्स लाइक जस्ट इट विल मेक अ थ्री वे डाउन मूव। फर्स्ट वेव था ये, upward movement आया, saw a good selling, kind of a double top you can see here. Okay, both from the same levels, weekly chart is, so actually these are very far apart. Okay, now the moment it goes below the low of last week, you can expect it to continue going down and at least test this level. Okay, let me unflag all of them. Okay, so on this, the view is negative if the low of last week is broken. Okay, so minimum target you can keep on this will be this much. Now, अगर आप ट्रेड लेने के देखो तो इट्स नॉट अ वेरी गुड रिस्क रिवॉर्ड काइंड ऑफ ट्रेड, बिकॉज अगर तुम देखोगे तो तुम्हारा रिस्क और रिवॉर्ड ऑलमोस्ट इक्वल है। ओके हियर almost 1:1 kind of risk reward. Okay, so it's not a very good trade. Yeah, it might go down, but not a place where you look to take, a swing short position for a long term. And take an intraday trade the moment it breaks last week low, keep holding it till the day end, and at the day end, then you decide whether you have to carry. If you have to carry, you hedge it. If not, you just book your profits that away. Yeah. So this is the kind of trade that you will get. Okay, and this is the kind of structure you will find on almost everything. Almost everything will look bearish, but nothing will have a good risk reward in terms of doing a swing trade. Mostly intraday is what you will be looking to do this way. Okay, more of it will be intraday. Very few, will take swing trades. Okay, some stocks maybe. Same अगर Nasdaq देखो, again very similar. This is the minimum target you can keep, and this is the stop loss. Again 1:1. Breaks last week's low. There is a short. Buyers will be negative. Okay, but not a good risk reward trade. Okay, so again, if anyone has to, obviously we are not doing it, but if anyone has to sell, they will look only for intraday kind of trades, not a swing trade all together. Same यहाँ पे आपका Dow Jones में भी है, very similar. Okay, very similar. You have to sell below low of previous week low, not this low. Below previous week low, you will look to sell. Why? All these things we will cover in the course. Why and all. Okay, but then again, this also has a negative bias once it breaks below that. Similarly, opposite भी true है. जो stop losses है, if they go away, then you can see a very good reversals, because a lot of people would have been then trapped on the wrong side. So that's at the same time that is true. But between this high and this low, there is no point doing any trade. Okay, so there will not be any direction if you see any candle forming between this last week high and last week's low. Yeah, so if it breaks this, then you go short. Okay, and maybe mostly on an intraday basis, but again, no swing trade opportunities I see here. ठीक है, फिर यूरोप में देखो, very similar continuation of downtrend. Okay, these are all continuation patterns. Okay, so again it can fall, but again not a very good risk reward. Okay, so bias is negative, but you cannot actually do a trade on a swing basis. you can now, this is a good trade which people can look to take. इसको daily chart में, now this is a trade which one can look to take. So Europe might actually, someone is trading here, they can actually look to trade below last Friday का low, क्योंकि इसमें risk reward is good. You have this much of reward while your risk is only this much. So this is the type of trade place where you can actually take a swing kind of trade. So Europe is full on negative if it breaks Friday's low, and this is a swing trade people can look to take. Yeah. फिर एशिया में अगर देखो, नहीं पहले जर्मनी देख लेते हैं. तो जर्मनी में एक्चुअली देखो ये साइडवेज है, नथिंग टू डू हियर. ओके, नो बायर्स, पूरा स्ट्रक्चर भी साइडवेज है, उसमें ये कैंडल, ये वीक का एक्शन भी वेरी साइडवेज है. Above last week's high is a buy, below last week's low is a sell. Okay, that's the kind of market here. So on Germany, actually, we put sideways as of now, no bias. You cannot say anything as of now. Asia में देखो China को, again, it's more of like, you know, consolidation after a fall, unless and until you see prior to prior week low going, means this support going, you cannot take a short. Similarly, unless you see a close above last week's high, you cannot go long. So this again remains sideways. So mostly either trend, as the trend actually seems to continue, but at the same time, if there is support which is acted on previous occasion, that also continues to work. Now here both is there. There is a trend. So using that, you will expect it to go down, but then there is a support which has acted almost all the time. So that should also be working. So this is a very tricky kind of scenario where you should take trade only on the breakout of either side, else you should avoid it. Yeah. Hang Seng देखो, again very similar kind of situation. Hang Seng में देखो, no clear cut kind of direction. ठीक है, mostly looks like कि ये जो तुम्हारा ट्रेंड लाइन है, ये ब्रेक हुआ है, and now it is looking to go up in three wave. Okay, अगर ये देखो तो ये 1-2 हो गया है, and then a 3 might come. Okay, which is on the way. So this actually looks bullish. Okay, so if it goes above the high of last week, then it looks bullish. So the bias on this will be mostly bullish. Yeah, but at the same time, since the overall trend is low, if the low breaks, in that case it becomes bearish and then it will continue to go down. So again, it depends mostly on which side market is breaking out of, the prior week high or the prior week low. Okay, so very mixed kind of situation I can see in Asia. ठीक है, Nikkei also, if you will see, you know, down move, breakdown दिया यहाँ पे इसने, ठीक है, trapped a lot of people, went up, continuation of that. It actually looks bullish. Okay, and people should actually look to buy it if it breaks above last week's high. Okay, so this also, the bias remains on the bullish side, but if last week's low goes, then you can see actually much, you know, bigger down move coming in. But as of now, we'll put it as positive. So if you see, Europe and US are negative, while seems like Asia is done with the negative sentiment and is mostly looking either sideways or, you know, positive. Yeah. So, and we are in Asia, emerging market, so we might also be at the, you know, at the end of this whole bearish thing. Actually, we should be now looking to, you know, start the portfolios and things like that. Okay, invest money for long terms. So that's how it looks. And usually whenever there is a culmination, सबसे ज्यादा बैड न्यूज तभी आती है, जो लास्ट स्टेज होता है ना किसी भी बुल मार्केट का, उसमें सबसे अच्छी न्यूज आती है, और जो लास्ट स्टेज होता है बेयर मार्केट का, उसमें सबसे बुरी न्यूज तभी आती है. So that even people who are left out, they get into the market. Yeah, so that's the way markets are. Okay, so what I believe is mostly that, yeah, there might be a little bit weakness, but it's almost the end of the bear market. That's how I am looking at the markets as of now. Yeah, those places where there are trades, risk reward is not good. Those places where there are risk reward is good, they are mostly sideways or upwards. Yeah. अब डॉलर इंडेक्स देखो उसमें क्या चल रहा है. तो डॉलर इंडेक्स में अगर देखो तो दे इट gave a breakdown last week below this channel, and like I said, mostly 80% of the time breakouts, breakdowns, they fail, ended up failing that, went up, and that's why you see all these equity markets declining because of the strength in dollar that was there in the last week. Okay, now आगे अभी क्या होगा? So if you see here, dollar still looks positive, but unless and until it goes above this line that I have marked, okay, which is kind of a reason of resistance. जब तक इसके ऊपर closing नहीं देता, you cannot actually expect dollar to continue moving up. Okay, this is almost 50% of retracement of this fall. So 90% of time, whenever there is a retracement, it's 50%, and it might test this, but unless and until it closes above this, I'll not be very much bullish on dollar, and will be looking only to sell it on any weakness. Right now, it's looking strong, so ठीक है, wait करो, and if you see any kind of weakness, that's the place which you should look to sell dollar. Right now, it is obviously bullish, okay, but that might only cause there is a very little headroom left. So there might be a last bit of selling which might be left in the equities market, but I don't see a very pronounced or long selling that is going to come. It might be a very quick, big, but last selling that would be left. That's it. ठीक है, ये छोड़ दो, अभी इसका कोई यूज नहीं है. फिर आते हैं crude. Crude also, if you see everything, if the economy was really doing bad, crude would have been falling. Yeah? Crude गिरता. अगर इकोनॉमी इतनी खराब हो रही होती, नंबर्स इतने खराब होते हैं, all, so crude would have fallen. Crude continues to be showing strength. It is continuing to show strength. Okay, there is no weakness. In fact, a lot of sellers would have been trapped this week. Okay, would have shorted crude in the early last Monday, Tuesday के time पे देखो, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday जो selling हुई थी, lot of people would have been trapped because of this up move, and any move above last Friday's high will end up hitting a lot of stop losses, and a big up move in crude may come. Okay, so crude is also something which is looking very bullish as of now, and that also kind of gives me confidence that if there is at all, there is some selling coming in the markets, it won't be a long lasting one, it would be quick one, and then that would be it. Yeah. फिर तुम्हारा गोल्ड देखो, गोल्ड में क्या चल रहा है. सो गोल्ड में अगर देखो, ये देख रहे हो, ये तुम्हारा सप्लाई जोन है, ऑलमोस्ट गोल्ड इज देयर. सो अगेन गोल्ड लुक्स लाइक, if you see any kind of weakness, that would be a signal for you to go short on gold. Okay, doesn't look like there's a lot of headroom left for gold to go up. So gold looks bullish, but I'll be looking to sell gold. Instead of buying, I'll be looking to sell gold if I see any weakness, something like this, a candle like this, a candle like this. So gold is also right now very bullish, but my idea would be to look for sell signals, something like this on a daily chart. Yeah. So again, this also gives me a kind of a confidence that yeah, if there is at all that selling is there, it will be very quick, and maybe it will be for a day or two. That's it, not more than that. Okay. Clear, guys? Any questions until now? कोई सवाल, कोई डाउट? Again, you see here JPY USD. What does it show? It shows strength in yen, right? came down, tested the low that was formed earlier, and now reversed from that. So it shows good strength, and this might be the start of the first reversal. Okay, this might be the beginning of the new bull trend. Okay, this is the type of place where you should look to go long for a long period of time. It looks very bullish. Okay, then Euro USD also, if you see, went down, trapped a lot of people, reversed instantaneously, went up. Now, if you see, it has completed already 1, 2, 3 waves of corrections, taking support at this trend line. Unless and until it closes below Friday's low, okay, the idea should be to buy any failure of the breakdown. So this is the failure which looks like happening. If there is any failure of the breakdown, the idea should be to buy because it will be in the direction of the trend. Yeah, and it has already shown once, even after such a fall, that there are a lot of people who would have been trapped, which made market go up until now. Okay, so this also looks very bullish. Okay, only that you need to look for failure to happen before you buy, and obviously if the low goes, then in that case you can see down move to come, but I'd be looking to buy again there. Okay, USD INR, USD INR देखो, this looks actually bullish. Okay, USD INR is looking bullish with one thing, that this area, if you see, is a supply zone. Okay, this area is a supply zone. Okay, so unless and until we see a close or a breakout above this, okay, it's not a place where you should look to buy this, or in other words, sell rupee. This is the time where you should now start buying rupee, selling dollar. Yeah. So any failure again, if you see from this level, will lead to a good down move. And again, this is something which is showing that the almost there is an end of bearishness in banks and financials. And now the idea should be to explore for failure of down move, or start looking for reversals and look to go long. Okay, so this for me, I have a bearish bias. There's a very strong bullish candle, but my bias is negative. I'd be looking to see reversals and trade reversals rather than breakouts. Yeah. If there is a breakout, I'll be mostly looking to see where it is failing and then go short. And mostly that's what happens, breakouts tend to fail. Okay. GBP USD, देखो again here you see a higher top, higher high, higher top on a higher time frame weekly chart. So this is again something which is giving a confidence of a up move. So if you see, almost all currencies are looking bullish. Okay, the only currency dollar is which is looking negative. So it's very clear that markets are if there is any correction that is going to happen, it will be the last stage. It won't be a long, protracted, big huge correction. It might be big also, but it will be quick. Okay, and it is the last one. And for a reversal to happen, the last stage has to be quick and brutal. Okay, so that a lot of people get trapped. Okay, so that's how the market looks like to me. Any questions, any doubts, views, opposite views, anything? And learn to question, guys. Unless you learn, if you don't question, it means you're learning nothing, zero.
So dollar में we are expecting a bit of an up move, dollar index में. But बाकी currencies have already shown that complete हो चुका है उनका down move. So मतलब isn't that a?
It can just remain sideways, no? And dollar can complete an up move. This is showing it will become bullish, means it will continue uptrend only above the high. It can just remain sideways while dollar completes its little bit of up move still. It's totally okay.
Okay.
Anyone, any questions?
This is more like a wait and watch kind of a scenario right now, sir. No, कि अगर जाता है ऊपर only then we can take a trade. Right now we cannot say with confirmation कि ये होएगा.
So right now, like I said, I will not be willing to go short on a swing basis. Intraday, obviously, I might take short. Okay. Swing trade मैं नहीं लूँगा कोई short because I will be looking to see where is this, whole down move is going to reverse, and I'll be looking to buy the reversals instead of selling the trend. Trend is downward. I'm not looking to be with the trend. Intraday, I am okay. Selling it might be, but on a longer time frame or a swing trade, I am looking to see where this whole downtrend is failing, and I'll be looking to go long. That's the view.
Okay.
Anyone, any questions?
Ashutosh, so last time you had mentioned that Nikkei usually gives us an idea about what we can expect in the future.
Yeah, and Nikkei is
Right.
positive.
So, yeah, exactly. It's going positive. So that is one of the reasons why we're expecting things to kind of start moving.
Yeah. And you see
upwards.
this chart of Nikkei.
Yeah.
This is a very classic thing that there is a good support. It broke, took a lot of new, shorts. People who would have not shorted until here, thinking support will work. After this broke, they all went short, and that's when it reversed. Because for a good up move to come, you need some fuel, and these people are the fuel. And this is what can happen with Nifty, Bank Nifty. There would be some major, like Nifty. Where is Nifty? Nifty में जैसे ये बनाया मैंने. Very much it might be possible कि ये line break हो जाए नीचे, and then it gives you a reversal, after trapping a lot of people. So I would be looking for that to happen, and once if that happens, I'll go long. I'll take a swing trade on the long side.
Yeah. So basically, we're not looking to particularly go short anywhere. We're just trying to trade intraday right now, and on the opportunity, we just go long.
Yeah. Swing trade, we are looking to go long. Intraday, obviously, intraday के लिए trend still obviously remains downward, so we look to go short. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. चलो फिर अपने मार्केट देख लेते हैं. Why like देखो निफ्टी very clear between these two lines, ऊपर sell नीचे buy. डेली चार्ट में देखो अगर, और इसका रेंज देखो अगर निफ्टी के कैंडल्स का, this is the range, right? This is the range of candles. So very much possible जो ये रेंज है, ये जो आपका रेंज है, प्राइस रेंज, you see this is the range almost. तो कल को अगर ये डाउन मूव होता है इसके नीचे, there will be a sell and you can expect it to end it here. So very clearly trade क्या होगा निफ्टी में, निफ्टी breaks Friday's low, go short, keep a target up to this line, that's it. या जितना पॉइंट ये है आपका रेंज देख लो, इसका कितना ऑलमोस्ट 200 पॉइंट का रेंज है. तो अगर यहाँ सेल करते हो 17,290 के आसपास, तो वही 150 के आसपास तुम्हारा टारगेट हो जाएगा. 150 पॉइंट का टारगेट रख लो, दैट इज योर ट्रेड. दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव टू डू टुमारो, वेरी सिंपल. कल को बस लो अगर गया, गो शॉर्ट, ओके 150 पॉइंट बनाओ, निकल जाओ. दैट्स द ट्रेड, ओके, फॉर टुमारो. बट after that, what? If it breaks this, continue to trail, yeah. And the moment you see that failing, that's where we'll look to go long. Okay. So कल का देखते हैं कब डिसाइड करना. अभी तो obviously it is short. Okay. So right now I'm not saying to go long and all, but I'll be looking for the opportunity to come, and if it comes, we'll go long. Yeah. As of now, tomorrow, if Friday's lows go, you go short. That's the trade that you have to take. Clear?
So second
Sir, ये
thing,
तो
if it, sir, sorry, so if it breaks the line, so there might be further fall, right?
Yeah. There might be further fall. That's why you keep trailing. And trading is not that easy. No one can tell you exact things.
तो वही ना, ऐसा लग रहा है कल गैप डाउन ही हो जाएगा।
हाँ, तो गैप डाउन हो गया तो बस मत करो कुछ। मान लो गैप डाउन होके यहीं ओपन हुआ, कुछ मत करो, देखो व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट कैंडल फॉर्मिंग. इफ इट इज अ रिवर्सल कैंडल देन यू टेक अ रिवर्सल. ठीक है. If it is showing continuation, in that case you take the trade on the downside. If it gaps down, goes up, tests this high, and then again starts falling, then second half you take the short. Yeah.
Better to wait than get trapped, minus.
पता नहीं, मतलब that depends how confident you are on your trades. I exactly know what I have to do and what, and obviously that will come with some experience. But yeah, I'm very clear. If market opens here, shows continuation on the downside, I'll take that short trade. Obviously, my stops will also be low. Yeah. If it closes here, shows a reversal, I'll not take a trade. Yeah, in that case, I'll wait for it to go up, test Friday low. From Friday low again, if it starts going up, then I'll buy for target up to this line. If it fails, then I'll go short for target up to this line. ठीक है. फिर इसके बाद यहाँ पे हाफ बुक करूंगा, थोड़ा रिवर्सल आएगा, फिर नीचे जाता है, again I will short. I'll keep trailing. The moment it again shows me a higher top, higher bottom, I'll exit. So that's how you have to trade. कुल मिला के देखो, एक ट्रेड प्लान होना चाहिए.
Right.
ठीक है. But anyway, as of now, the break below Friday is low, we go short on Nifty. Yeah, that's the trade as of now.
सर निफ्टी के केस में जो हमारा फर्स्ट फॉल आया था, मतलब आफ्टर द फर्स्ट सेट ऑफ करेक्शन 18350 के आसपास से जो फॉल आया हमारा.
अब जैसे देखो, यही तुम कैंडल देख लो. देयर वाज अ गैप डाउन. ओके, देयर वाज अ गैप डाउन, इट वेंट डाउन, came up, tested that, failed from that, you go short. That's how you have to trade. Agar it would have closed this, it would have broken out of this, you would have gone long with a target of this. So trading is easy if you understand. If you don't understand, then it's very difficult.
सर निफ्टी में जो हमारा फॉल आया 18350 से, लाइक इफ यू गो टू द डेली चार्ट वंस प्लीज. हमारा 18350 से जो फॉल आया अभी तक, उसमें हमारा डोंट यू व्यू दिस एज सी वेव का बिगनिंग?
यार मतलब you cannot say it confirm. It might also, because this wave is already 1, 2, 3 wave, right? So it can also be like C wave already khatam ho gayi ho. See, Elliott wave, like I said now, Elliott wave or any tool in the market is not alone sufficient for you to trade. Okay. Elliott wave में भी सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि बहुत सारे वेव्स तुम्हें बहुत बाद में क्लियर होते हैं.
अच्छा.
तब तक ट्रेड निकल चुका होता. अब जैसे यहीं पे है, इट माइट बी दिस इज द स्टार्ट ऑफ सी वेव डेफिनेटली, बट वो सी वेव क्या यहाँ पे खत्म हुआ या नहीं हुआ, यू डोंट नो दैट ओनली द फ्यूचर प्राइस एक्शन विल शो यू. क्या लगता है कि अगर ये नीचे चला गया, देन यू नो कि नहीं, ये फिर सी वेव का ए बी और
बाद में पता चलेगा बेसिकली.
एग्जैक्टली राइट. बट अगर यहीं से ऊपर हम चले गए, देखो अगर मान लो यहाँ से हम नीचे चले गए, देन तो यू नो कि ठीक है, ये 3 वेव है, ये सी वेव का ए और ये बना बी और ये सी बन रहा है. बट अगर यहाँ से तुम ऊपर चले गए इंस्टेड ऑफ डाउन, देन दैट मीन्स वेरी क्लियरली कि हाँ ये सी खत्म हो गया, नाउ वी आर, ये 1-2 हो गया और थर्ड वेव आ रही है, राइट? सो इलियट वेव में सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम यही है कि काफी टाइम यू डोंट नो which wave is forming, which you know very later. So alone on basis of Elliott wave you cannot trade. Okay, so here like I'm very
there's
clear
no
कि
time, जैसे अगर हमारा ए वेव में इतना टाइम था, बी में लगा, तो there's no time, like ऐसा कुछ फिक्स नहीं
time
होता
is you
कि
cannot something say about time.
अच्छा, with the market in any case you cannot say कि कितने टाइम में क्या होगा ever,
नहीं,
right?
नहीं, time is something which is difficult to tell. The only thing that you can tell about time is कि ABC में B बड़ा होता है, takes a lot of time to complete.
अच्छा,
Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 में 4 takes more time than
कंसोलिडेशन
2.
होता है फोर्थ में, like that, ठीक है.
बट यू कैनॉट टेल कि अगर सेकेंड वेव 10 दिन में हुई थी तो फोर्थ वेव 20 दिन में होगी या 30 दिन में होगी, वी डोंट नो.
हाँ, ठीक है. इसमें बेसिकली अगर ये आपका जो ट्रेंड लाइन है नीचे का ये ब्रेक होता है, तब हमें कंफर्मेशन, मतलब इलियट कैन एक्ट एज एन एडिशनल थिंग कि हाँ ये अब
एंड
सी
देन यू
वेव
कैन
तक
से क्या ये ए हो गया, ये यहाँ पे बी
भी.
खत्म हो गया, 1 2 3 एंड नाउ सी हैज स्टार्टेड. बट दैट टू यू नो लाइक एक कैंडल बनी नीचे, अब वेदर विल इट बी ए ट्रैप और वेदर विल इट कंटिन्यू, यू कैनॉट से. यू विल हैव टू कीप ट्रेलिंग दैट. Okay, so that the moment it reverses, you don't end up losing or being on the wrong side. Yeah. अब as per Elliott, for example, ये break हो जाता है, ठीक है? Just for example, अगर सोचो कल को ये break हो जाता है, यहाँ पे तुमने एक short लिया, अब उसका stop loss as per Elliott तो ये होगा,
हाँ, प्रीवियस हाई,
which is very big stop loss,
हाँ,
right? So again, like, will you keep this stop loss?
नो,
Right?
कोई पॉइंट नहीं है
कोई मतलब उसमें गलत हुए तो बहुत महंगा पड़ जाता है फिर वो ट्रेड. सो बेसिस इलियट अलोन आई कैनॉट ट्रेड. हाँ, इलियट इज गुड इन वन सेंस कि जैसे अब यहाँ पे 1 2 हो गया, सो आई नो 3 तो आएगा, तो हियर इलियट इज यूजफुल फॉर मी. ठीक है कि थर्ड वेव तो आने वाली ही है, सो आई कैन गो शॉर्ट जस्ट बिलो दिस, कीपिंग दिस एज स्टॉप. तो यहाँ पे मेरे को एक छोटा मिल गया स्टॉप लॉस एंड इट्स अ गुड ट्रेड फॉर मी.
करेक्ट.
बट हियर you cannot
ये
use
थ्री
it.
वेव करेक्शन हेल्प्स फॉर इंट्राडे स्टॉक ट्रेडिंग आल्सो. जैसे अब अगर कुछ गिरता है
Yeah,
स्टॉक, तो
always
तुम्हें
3
पता
way.
होता है कि ये थर्ड वेव के बाद तुम्हारा बेस्ट रिस्क रिवॉर्ड बनेगा अगर तुम्हें लॉन्ग जाना है.
Yeah.
अब पहले जैसे ही होता था, एक बार गिरा, हमें लगता है रिट्रेस हो रहा था, फिर से ले लो. अब यू कैन, एटलीस्ट फॉर मी पर्सनली, आई लुक एट इट कि इसका थ्री वेव करेक्शन होगा, तो अगर थोड़ा ऊपर जाता है तो एक और फॉल आएगा. सो सिमिलरली विद दिस, लाइक यहाँ पे हमारा रिस्क रिवॉर्ड कभी कुछ बैठेगा नहीं जिस रेंज में आप अभी कह रहे हो हमें. Like from Elliott's point of view, if I want to go short, our previous high is too much.
Yeah, it is very high. Sir, you cannot keep that as your stop loss. And also एक और चीज हो सकती है ना, ये मान लो तुम्हारा बहुत नाटक है इसमें. देखो ये तुम्हारा सिर्फ इसकी बात करो तो ये मान लो सी वेव है पूरा. जस्ट फॉर एग्जांपल मैं बोलता हूँ कि चलो ये पूरा सी वेव बन रहा है, ठीक है? ये भी if I say कि ये पूरा ABC करेक्शन है, ठीक है? अब इसमें जो ये B वेव है ऑब्वियसली शुड आल्सो बी 3 वेव, ठीक है? तो उसमें मैंने बोला कि ये A हो गया, ये B हो गया और ये C हो गया, ओके? बट हाउ डू आई नो कि दिस B वेव का C यहाँ पे कंप्लीट हो गया? इट माइट आल्सो हैपन ना कि दिस, ये जो अभी फॉर्म हो रहा है, दिस इज A B एंड अभी C बचाओ, right? That might also happen. So the problem with Elliott is there's a lot of things which are very absurd and you cannot say with very clarity कि यही बन रहा है. अब यहाँ पे सिर्फ क्योंकि ट्रेंड लाइन है, this trend line is there, that is the reason I can say कि हाँ हो सकता है C यहाँ खत्म हो चुका है and this is a running flat formation, okay? And I go short with keeping this as a stop. But अगर trend line नहीं होता तो I couldn't say कि यहीं पे खत्म होगा, because the flat can go even above it.
हाँ.
अब A के ऊपर गया तो कहाँ तक रखोगे stop loss? Because flat can go actually 1.6 से भी ऊपर, ठीक है? तो अगर देखो तुम तो ये जो तुम्हारा फ्लैट फॉर्मेशन है, sorry, ये तुम्हारा यहाँ तक जा सकता है 18,600 तक।
फिर वही जो हमारे साथ बी वेव में हुआ निफ्टी के,
एग्जैक्टली
like जब जब
तो
तो
इतना
कितना भी
बड़ा,
ऊपर जाए। हाँ
एग्जैक्टली और इसके ऊपर भी जा सकता है। ओके, दैट इज आल्सो द थिंग, क्योंकि अब 1.618 के ऊपर ये मतलब 18,600 के ऊपर था, 700 पे रुकेगा या 700 पे, इट इज नॉट एग्जैक्ट साइंस, राइट? सो कहाँ पे रखोगे स्टॉप लॉस, राइट? विल यू कीप जस्ट सेलिंग ऑल दीज वाइज वेटिंग फॉर अ
नहीं
रिवर्सल टू
सर, आई
कम?
अंडरस्टूड, उसका पॉइंट नहीं है बेसिकली, वो बस ये एक एडिशनल कंफर्मेशन है। और एंट्री जैसे व्हाट यू से कि 3 वेव करेक्शन होता है तो तुम्हें पता है कि थर्ड वेव आनी ही है तो तब ले सकते हैं, सॉर्ट ऑफ।
एग्जैक्टली अब यहाँ पे अभी पता ही नहीं है, अब जैसे ये भी तो हो सकता है नहीं, ये 1 2 अभी 3 आ सकते हैं इधर भी, राइट? सो वी आर सेइंग कि इसके नीचे इसीलिए आई वाज सेइंग कि इसके नीचे जाएगा यू सेल, बट अगर इसके नीचे नहीं जाता है, इट कैन स्टार्ट्स गोइंग अप, से कल को गैप अप होता है, देन स्टार्ट्स गोइंग अप, ओके, इन दैट केस ऑब्वियसली वी विल नॉट सेल इट, बिकॉज़ देन
तो
इट माइट
हमारा व्यू ही
हैपन।
अलग हो जाएगा, तब तो हम कहेंगे सी खत्म होगी शायद, अब ये न्यू मतलब 1 2 3 4 5 का फर्स्ट मूव बन सकता है, लाइक फर्स्ट वेव बन सकता है।
या मतलब यू डोंट नो, सो अकेले सिर्फ इलियट वेव के बेसिस पे ट्रेडिंग इज अ बिट डिफिकल्ट, यू कैन नॉट डू इट, ओके? You always have to combine it with support, resistance, price action, हजार और चीजें, तब जाके थोड़ा पिक्चर क्लियर होता है, ठीक है? बट
थैंक यू
एनीवे,
सर।
so Nifty guys, like I mentioned, will be a sell below Friday's low, but if it's not breaking that, don't go short. ये नहीं कि यहाँ गैप अप हुआ फिर भी सेल कर दिया, don't do that, ठीक है? Similarly, if you see a breakout above this trend line, then it might become a buy for a target of this 17,800 again. So we'll see then at that point of time, अगर होता है ऐसा, then we'll look to take that particular trade, ठीक है? So that would be Nifty banks.
Sir, one question I have, if you can go back to the trend line जो आपने पिछले में ड्रॉ करी, इसमें सर ये जो ट्रेंड लाइन आपने अपवर्ड से ऊपर जो ड्रॉ करी है सर, आई कुड नॉट अंडरस्टैंड दैट।
This one?
यस सर।
मतलब what
आई कुड
did
नॉट
you
अंडरस्टैंड कि ये ट्रेंड लाइन बनी कैसे हमारे पास, बिकॉज देयर आर नो जॉइनिंग ऑफ द विक्स ओवर हियर, इट्स जस्ट जनरल, मतलब एक ट्रेंड आपको लगा ऐसा? बिकॉज
exactly, trend line is about trend. So overall the trend is downward. Now this can be here, or you can even draw here and say कि यहाँ trend line break हुआ था, there are traps,
yes
and it
यही
fell
यही
down.
मेरा
That is
सवाल
also
था।
fine. Means
Yeah.
you know, it's up to you. Okay, both up to you. I choose to draw like this. You can also draw like this. That's totally fine. Okay. Clear? So nothing wrong with that. Both are equally correct.
Right, sir.
See, market में technical analysis is not an exact science. It is all about probability. You cannot be 100% accurate. The idea is to see 10 different things. Okay, look at 10 different things so as to increase your chances, you know, in terms of what you are assessing or understanding. Okay, that's why I choose to look at global markets, dollar, ye, wo, because when you look at so many things, it gives you a fair bit of idea what's happening. Looking alone at one thing, it will reduce your chances or probability of, you know, being successful. Anyway, so just to create, like people say, bias is not correct. I don't believe that. I always feel that a bias is important in market, but the thing is you should have the right bias. You should not be biased just by looking at one chart. You should develop the bias by looking at 10 different things. Okay. Once you start looking at 10, 15 different things, and if you all are saying the same thing, then obviously your bias is correct, right? So you should have a bias, but just that you shouldn't develop on just looking one chart or index or instrument. You should have 10 different arguments to back that bias. Anyway, so let's go to अब देखो वीकली चार्ट में देखो कितना इंटरेस्टिंग है. इस वीक में हाई ये था, लो था, दोनों इस ट्रेंड लाइन पे है, राइट? दोनों इस ट्रेंड लाइन पे. दिस जस्ट शोइंग ए साइडवेज मूव where the only big move will come if you see a close below this week's low, and you will see a big up move come if you see a close above this week's high. That will give you a directional big movement, but between this all trades would be just intraday trades. ठीक है?
So it will be this week's or last 2 weeks का, because last week का हमने बोला था कि अगर 2 week की candle साथ में देखे तो it is forming a big range on break of which on the either side we can see a big up move, and this candle on this week is actually within that particular range.
It's just like this now, bear a flag. So idea would be that trends tend to continue. So if mostly अगर ये जाता है low, I'll be looking to go short. Rather than अगर high जाता है, I'll be actually looking for it to just complete 1, 2, 3 and then again resume.
Okay.
ये सब समझ में आ जाएगा एक बार कोर्स के बाद, डोंट वरी, क्योंकि there are a lot of things which you guys will understand after the course.
Sir, you'll be covering candle reading once again in the course. I mean,
we'll cover price action here. So that will involve candles, trend lines, supports, resistances, all of it. Yeah. And this last time जो हमने course किया था तो there were a lot of things to cover. There was no detailed covering of things, right? Even candles, I just tried to explain. You have to see, you have to read candles basis context and everything, but it was not that detailed. This time we'll only look at price action. No options, no hedging, nothing. Self price action पे बात करेंगे. Okay, anyway. So even Bank Nifty, guys, if you see, it is following this trend line. Okay, clearly very sideways kind of market. Okay, went down, tested this trend line, again closed up. So cannot say that this is a bearish market. Okay, even if you draw a flat formation, अगर देखो तो 1, 2, 3 almost looks like is over. Okay, daily chart पे भी अगर देखो, so if it breaks Friday ka low, then yeah, you look to go short, but only for a small target of this until this trend line. That's it. Okay. Similarly, if you see it breaking above, this is the recent trend upward. Okay. If you start seeing it breaking above Friday's high, in that case, you should actually look to go long. Okay. So again, this is a sideways market, side range, and this range ke upar breakout, this range ke niche breakdown. That's how you have to trade. Okay. So दोनों में से जो हो जाए, then accordingly we will trade on that particular side. Okay, but as of now, I cannot say if it is bullish or bearish. We'll see. Yeah.
so spread type of trade can work in this?
Not right now. Yeah, daily candle chart देख रहे हैं ना, तो हो तो सकता है ना Monday को ही break हो जाए. So I'll wait for Monday instead of giving any kind of trade. Okay. Banks will wait. No clear-cut direction as of now. We'll see. फिर photos देखो, again if you see this weekly chart, clear cut sideways movement, consolidation. अगर इसको मैं monthly कर दूं, तो clearly up move and sideways, flag and pole. So again very clear, ये जो तुम्हारा high already बना रखा है, इसके ऊपर तुम in the direction of trend you will take trade, and if you see a break below this low, that's the only place where you will look to go short. Okay, so below this it becomes outright bearish, above this it becomes outright bullish. Within this you cannot actually take any kind of trade. It is totally sideways. If you see, this is the lower range, this is the higher range. That's it. You cannot take any kind of a directional trade. It's very simple. जहाँ पे आए खरीदो, ऊपर जाए बेचो. So right now autos are also in a range and not doing much. Okay. फिर फार्मा में क्या चल रहा है? Very clear. This channel को ये follow कर रहा है. Okay. Will mostly it should break last week high, continue to go up, test this upper line of this channel, test it, and again come down. So looks bullish to me as of now. Okay, only ever last week's high it is bullish. Metals have clearly outperformed the market. This was the call also last week. Metals are good. They're still looking good. Okay, we continue to remain bullish on them. Okay, and right now is the time you guys should start looking to add metal stocks in your portfolio. Okay, something like Nalco, I said, Nalco is very good stock. इस महीने में almost 135-140 चला जाएगा. Okay. Now this is also something where you should look to go long. ये तुम्हारा up move, the sideways movement, this might continue, can go up. Okay, so again you will look to buy above this. Below this you should look for reversal. Okay, so metals will put bullish just because of this bullishness here. Okay, and you try to take the upward trade on this breakout. Okay, within this range again no trade. बाई टीम देखो फॉल हुआ, ऊपर गया, सेलिंग देखा, ठीक है, उसके बाद ये तुम्हारा कंटिन्यूएशन एक तरह से लुक्स बेरिश एज ऑफ नाउ. ओके, डेली चार्ट में अगर देखो, again daily chart में closing right to the bottom, which is again a sign of bearishness. Okay, but you will sell only below this. This is the level below which you have to sell. If it goes below that, again the bearishness will continue and it will make, because ये क्या हो गया, 1 2 3 4 और ये फिफ्थ वेव का 1 2 थर्ड आ सकता है if it goes below this. So IT looks very bearish to me as of now. If it breaks this level of 34,180 and all, then you can expect it to make more lower lows and continue going down. FMCG clearly in a range. Okay, went down sideways, not doing much. Okay, it's in a range. Okay, this candle looks bearish, but if you see, it is almost in the inside candle, the previous candle के अंदर ही है. It's almost in this range. Nothing like a new buyer or a seller has come. It is within this. Okay, daily chart पे अगर देखो, तो daily chart पे देख के लगता है कि हाँ 1 2 हो गया, एक थर्ड आ सकता है. In that case, obviously you can look to go short, but only below Friday's low. So अगर Friday के low के नीचे जाता है, that's where you should look to go short. Yeah. Okay. So might be bearish for a day or two, but I'm not looking like this as an opportunity to go short. Instead, I'll be looking for an opportunity to explore long in FMCG. Once it has tested a recent swing low. So somewhere here, I would be looking for failure to go for a long-term long. Okay, so it is bearish as of now, but don't sell.
सर आईटी में भी वो सपोर्ट पे है, बट यू स्टिल थिंक कि वो मेजर जा
Yes.
सकता है?
हाँ, बट इसीलिए तो मैंने उसके नीचे डाला ना. I have not asked you to sell here. I have put the trigger here, much below that.
Okay,
Right.
would that the case be similar with FMCG? अगर वो भी ब्रेक करता है तो
ब्रेक करे तब तो. FMCG में तो अभी बहुत टाइम है ना. Still this much space is there. ब्रेक हो गया तो obviously you keep trading, continue it.
right, okay.
Yeah, here तो it has already broken. Okay, obviously, if it now starts going up, then it becomes higher top, higher bottom. In that case, you expect then the trend on the downside is over. And that's why it is important it breaks last week's low. If it breaks last week low, you go short. But then you can expect a bigger downfall.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, for reality. So reality again here, guys, unless it closes below this line which I've already marked, this is the range, higher range, lower range. इसके बीच में just leave it. Okay, if it comes here, fails, buy for target of this. Comes here, fails, sell for target of this. Breaks below this, shows continuation. In that case, sell for a bigger downward target. But as of now, I just put it sideways. No new trades in this sector. Finance very similar to banks. Okay, very similar to banks. Nothing, no difference at all in this. Again, इसमें वही है कि इंट्राडे में अगर कल को अगर आप देखते हो फ्राइडे लो जाता हुआ, you will look to sell. You look to sell if you see closing below Friday's low. Similarly, at the same time, it starts going above. In that case, it starts looking like 1, 2, 3 upwards. Then you can expect it to test the recent high. Okay, so now which one is happening? We'll have to trade accordingly. So again, like banks, I will put it sideways. Okay, media will look at Z and PBR. Let's leave this index all together. But overall, agar dekho, it's again very sideways. Yeah, nothing that which pops out. It's very clearly it is sideways. कोई सवाल, guys? Any questions? Any doubt? Any question? Good. Then let's take 10-minute break. We'll come back at 4:15 and we'll then discuss the stocks. Okay? See you guys in 10 minutes. Then 4:15 we'll start. 4:05 हो रहा है almost. We'll start back at 4:15. Hello guys, let's meet in 10 minutes. Take care. Hello everyone. Let's start with the stocks. Let's start with IT. Last week we discussed to buy HCL Tech above this line. It went up. If you would have bought, you would have made money. Now what? Like all IT stocks, HCL Tech will become a sell if it is going below Friday's low. Becomes a sell if it goes below Friday's low. Yeah. If it goes below Friday's low, it's a sell. Yeah. So look at selling it below Friday's low. Coforge. Again, Coforge अगर देखो 1, 2, third wave चल रहा है. Again, this is also a sell below Friday low. Okay, this is also a sell below Friday low. Nothing, LTI. Mindtree will also be a sell below last week's low. LTI is also a sell. Almost all will be sell only in IT. Yeah. LTI is also a sell. Yeah, below Friday low. Guys, IT is a clear-cut sell here. Tech Mahindra is also a low. Sell below low. Almost all will be sell. Wipro छोड़ दो, it's not that bad. Naukri is a sell below Friday low. Yeah, again clear-cut sell है. Friday low पे नीचे Naukri is also a sell.
सर सबका एसएल थोड़ा बड़ा है
हाँ, so 5 मिनट कैंडल पे देखो ना, जो नीचे आती है उसका रखो हाई एसएल, फिर ट्रेल करते रहो. एलटीटीएस छोड़ दो. TCS is also a sell. Yeah. TCS is also a sell below Friday low. छोड़ दो.
सर ये ओएफएसएस का जो ट्रेंड लाइन बना हुआ था, ट्रेंड लाइन के बिलो एक्शन हो रहा था, व्हाट डज दिस सिग्निफाई?
I think it's going to go down, but right now it is sideways. Friday's action was sideways, not a very clear-cut bearish continuation. That's why I didn't give you guys any trade. So just wait and watch as of now. Yeah.
So I had a question. जैसे फ्राइडे के लो के नीचे जैसे ही जाएगा 5 मिनट के चार्ट पे हम जाएंगे, सारे सेल हैं अभी, और अगर अच्छा कैंडल बना तो हम सेल कर देंगे, राइट?
हाँ, ट्रेल करते रहो. At the end of the day, if the closing is also near the low, at that time you hedge and carry it. And if you have already made good profit, exit it.
ठीक है. एक चीज पूछना था. अब जैसे एक 5 मिनट में अच्छी कैंडल बनी, उसके बाद इज इट रिकमेंडेड कि क्लोजिंग पे ही बाय कर लो, या थोड़ा जैसे एक कैंडल बहुत बड़ी है तो उसके मीडियम पे या 50% पे ऑर्डर प्लेस करके छोड़ दिया? जैसे आपने कहा फ्राइडे के लो के नीचे 5 मिनट चार्ट पे जाओ, अच्छी कैंडल अगर बनी है तो फिर सेल करना है। अगर अच्छी कैंडल भी कभी कभी क्या बनती है, काफी बड़ी बन गई बिकॉज एकदम से सेलिंग आई, तो उसमें हमारा थोड़ा ज्यादा हो गया।
लुक एट द रिस्क रिवॉर्ड ना, लुक एट द रिस्क रिवॉर्ड। ठीक है, वैसे ज्यादा हो गया, छोड़ दो उसको, सब में है ना सर, सबको देखो, इसमें अच्छा मिलता है उसको करो, छूट जाता है कोई बात नहीं, इट्स ओके।
आई वाज सेइंग जैसे अगर बड़ी कैंडल बनी, उसके बड़ी कैंडल के 50% पे ऑर्डर प्लेस करके भी कर सकते हैं। नहीं छोड़ दो,
नॉट छोड़ दो, यू जस्ट सी ना इफ देयर इज अ फॉलो थ्रू। बड़ी कैंडल बनी, नीचे गया, देन इट विल कंटिन्यू।
अच्छा,
व्हाट इफ इट रिवर्सेस? So wait for it. If it reverses and again falls, sell it then. Yeah, with a small stop loss.
Basically risk reward जहाँ पे सबसे favorable है वहीं करना है, वरना छोड़ दो, right?
Anyway, so it's the OFSs I'll mostly be looking to sell, but I'm not giving you guys the call. Okay, just इतना बहुत ज़्यादा बताना समझाना पड़ेगा, so let's leave that. Vedanta last week was a buy, continues to remain buy. It will continue to go up. Candles are very good. Pattern is very good. Okay. And please add it to your portfolio. If it comes down, look to add it. It's very good stock and it will continue to go up. Yeah. Again, if Vedanta like above 387, if it goes, look to buy it again. Yeah, look to buy Vedanta again. If it goes above 387, if it falls, then wait for it to reverse, and that's when again we'll look to buy.
वेदांता लास्ट मंथ लिया था, मतलब जब भी अपना डिस्कशन हुआ था 14% रिटर्न।
इट्स वेरी गुड यार, अभी तो मतलब समझो कुछ नहीं है, इट शुड डबल ऑलमोस्ट 600-700 पहुंचना चाहिए वेदांता को इजीली। दैट्स व्हाट आई एम टारगेटिंग एज ऑफ नाउ नेशनल एल्यूमिनियम अगर देखो क्लियर कट अप ट्रेंड में है। दिस इज योर सप्लाई जोन, ठीक है, फ्रॉम वेयर इट हैज फॉलन। ओके, डेली चार्ट में अगर देखो looks a bit bearish. Okay, there is a reversal and pretty obvious 80% of the time breakouts fail. That was very obvious. So now this you can actually sell it below Friday low. National Aluminium Go, you can sell below Friday low. Okay, now where you should target it, you should target it somewhere here, somewhere around 115 के आसपास will be your target for National Aluminium. So अच्छा खासा इसमें भी आप पैसा बना सकते हो। ऑलमोस्ट आपका लो है 121.4, उसके नीचे जाता है, सेल इट फॉर ए टारगेट ऑफ 115, बहुत अच्छा पैसा बन सकता है इसमें। सो दिस लुक टू सेल दिस वन। ओके, सिमिलरली इफ इट ब्रेक्स आउट अबव दिस, देन आई ऑब्वियसली एट दैट टाइम विल बी लुकिंग टू बाय। ओके, सो राइट नाउ द आइडिया विल बी टू गो bearish because this is much closer to this line. Probability of this breaking down is more. So if you see that breaking down, go short on it.
So in case of Nalco, the National Aluminium है उसमें RSI is very strong. So would that play a role?
RSI is very strong, मतलब?
About 60 है sir, almost near 70.
It doesn't matter, yeah, 60, 70. It's about the trend. Okay. अब जैसे यहाँ पे है, यहाँ पे तो RSI 50 ही है, right? But obviously that's because beginning of the trend हमेशा, और यहाँ पे तो बहुत strong है RSI 72 है, but still it's fell, right? So these things are very subjective. Okay, you cannot alone just look at RSI and say 70 है तो खरीद लो या oversold है बेच दो. They work very differently in different times. Okay. You cannot have just one way or one approach. Ignore indicators, बेकार होता है.
And how to when
I did not hear you, Gautam. Can you come again?
How to read when the future is trading at a discount to spot, sir?
The future is trading at discount. That means there is a bearish sentiment. That's the meaning of it.
Right.
Anyway, Coal India looks bullish. Should be bought above last week's high. Okay, so around 170.55 के आसपास उसके ऊपर जाता है तो you will buy. Leave it as of now, not looking as a good risk reward. So leave it. NMDC बढ़िया breakout. NMDC is a must buy above last week high, guys. 161.4 था इसका high. ठीक है, last week के high के ऊपर definitely buy it. Okay, it's a must buy above last week's high. Don't leave this one. Tata Steel. Oh my goodness, very बढ़िया buy है. The metals are looking very good. Index, मुझे तो index भी green ही है ना, सही है. Obviously. The metals are looking very good. Tata Steel is also looking very good. So again, it will also be a buy above Friday's high. Friday high के ऊपर look to buy it. Okay, look to buy it above Friday's high. Tata Steel will also be a buy. Hindalco look to sell below Friday's low. Hindalco you will look to sell below Friday low. So aluminium वाले weak हैं. तो हिंदुस्तान जिंक भी weak होगा. Yes. So Hind Zinc also you can sell below Friday low. Steel strong over. Ratan Money will be a sell here, guys, below Friday's low. That's it. So these are all the trades in metals. Mostly aluminium is sell. Almost all aluminium ones are sell, while the steel ones are good to buy. Yeah. So Vedanta and MDC Tata Steel good to buy, whereas National Aluminium and Hindalco and Zinc Ratan Money good to sell. Okay, just trade as we discussed.
In Ratan Money, will the trade be intraday because उसका future तो है नहीं.
Obviously, you can only sell it intraday.
हाँ.
तो sideways to negative, कहाँ गया auto? Yeah, good. So again, like देखो auto में हमने क्या देखा था? ये इसका demand zone है, very near to it. You can sell it below Friday low, but risk reward is not good. So again, like what to do here? Mostly look to avoid it. Okay, almost last leg of correction is there. So avoid auto stocks. MRF is looking good. Clear cut selling. Okay, last week भी sell ही था. ये ट्रेंड लाइन जैसे ही हुआ ये आपका ट्यूसडे को हुआ था, I guess. Tuesday. उसी दिन से चलता है. I'm already short on this one. Okay, so even new people can short below Friday low. It's clearly bearish in nature as of now. Okay, just एक चीज ध्यान रखना. This area is a demand zone. Okay, so just notice that I have already traded. So ये मेरा trailing stop loss है actually वहाँ लगा के रखा है. But anyway, हमारे पे just sell tube. Nah, leave it as of now. ऑटो में गाइस बहुत मेरे को लगता नहीं है ट्रेड्स मिलेंगे. Guys, Maruti will be a buy above last week high. No, chart, nah. Daily chart is not that convincing. Leave it. Not good enough as of now to buy. ठीक है, so actually autos में there is no much trade. MRF is the only one. इसमें भी मेरा already short चल रहा है, so now it's up to you if you want to take short or not. And it's also a very big stock, so in terms of value, so volatility बहुत ज़्यादा होती है. Bid और ask में बहुत difference होता है. Easily 500 से 1000 point का difference होता है, तो just decide accordingly. Banks again, like I said, sideways है index. Mostly in banks also, you will not get any kind of trade. Oh, in this thing. PNB is a sell, but I don't want to recommend it. I don't like trading in that stock. Guys, Fedbank look to sell below Friday's low. That's it, guys. Even in banks, not much trade. Fedbank is the only one which you can sell. Baki, nothing is that clear. Good. So Dr. Reddy, there's a demand zone. This is the range. Higher, ऊपर का ये, नीचे का ये. Actually, we can look to buy. Let's see. So I'll be looking to buy this above close of this line. Okay. So let me put it in watch list, but as of now, no buy signals. इसमें तो already sell चल ही रहा है. Continue. Even Lupin can even fall more further. Lupin again will be a sell below 785.5. Okay, look to sell this one. So guys, Cadilla will also be a sell below last week's low. Okay, Cadilla will also be a sell below last week's low. Torrent Pharma is also a sell. Torrent Pharma will also be a sell below last week's low. Apollo Hospital is interesting. Looks like correction is over. Good. So guys, Apollo look to buy now. Okay, we'll be looking to buy Apollo Hospitals. Okay, I've already put the trigger at 4800. उसके ऊपर जाता है तो I'll be looking to buy Apollo Hospital March futures and I'll hedge it. Yeah. So let me put it in watch list, but it will be a buy mostly. Biocon, nothing. Divis. Okay, Divis is looking good. Yeah, Divis is actually looking good. Divis I look to sell below Friday's low. Can give me a good short trade. So Pharma, there are a lot of sell calls. Okay, Divis is looking very good. Torrent is also looking good. Almost Lupin, Cadilla, all are good here. You can trade any one of them. फिर आते हैं FMCG. Again nothing. Again nothing. Purchase. So like we discussed crude and I said जब crude ऊपर जाएगा तब तक paint stocks and all will perform bad. Crude looks bullish. This looks very bearish. It's a sell below Friday low. Jubilant Food is also a sell, guys, below Friday low. Okay, so this will also be a sell. Yeah, nothing. Double. GG guys also will not find much trade. Pidilite looks good for selling below Friday low or last week low. I guess it is the Friday low. No, it is not the Friday. So last week low ke niche Pidilite is the sell. Page also nothing as of now. Page lectures nothing. Data concern nothing. Bata nothing. Bata actually is a good sell. So Bata is also a sell, guys, below last Friday low. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 sell calls. Buy तो कुछ मिल ही नहीं रहा यार. मीडिया में देखते हैं आपका रील में क्या चल रहा है. Bearish. This is the range. Last week बोला था those who want could have sold it here. Would have already made money. I don't know how many of you would have done that. Okay. It will continue to go down until this level. Okay. So I'm already short on it. Will remain short on it until 245. We'll see at 245 what to do. PVR. Good. Baniya reversal. But this is also a sell. But wait, just look at the risk reward. The moment you see it going below Friday's low, sell it. But just look at the risk reward of that particular candle to enter or not to enter. Okay, well, both are sell. ZEAL and PVR. ZEAL I'm already short. PVR will not shoot guy. Reality. DLF will also be a sell below Friday low. That's it guys, इसमें भी ज़्यादा trade नहीं, बस DLF is the only one which you can short. Finance. Not good risk reward. First, HDFC will be a sell below last Friday low. HDFC Life also looks like a sell like minute. Just get a hard time frame to look behind. Yeah, good. So look to sell HDFC AMC also below 590. HDFC Life, sorry. Muthoot Finance, nothing. ICICI Pru also looks good to be sold. So ICICI Pru Life will be a sell below Friday low. That's it guys. And finance, बाकी देख लेते हैं बच्चे हुए. Path Live guys look to sell below 2800. Good. Scale also looks good to be sold below 140. Okay, 140 के नीचे Gale is also a sell. Okay, Gale will also be a sell below 140. क्या हो रहा है मार्केट में? Guys, look to buy Indigo above Friday high. Look to sell MFSL below Friday low.
इंडस्ट्रीज के बारे में क्या था?
इसके बारे में which one?
पाई इंडस्ट्रीज.
तो यार पाई में भी कुछ नहीं करना. I think leave it as of now.
साइडवेज ही रहेगा क्या?
मतलब we not clear. Okay. Came down reversal. This is the candle which is bearish in nature, but not looking very clear as of now. What to do? So SRF guys will be a sell below Friday's low. Looks good to be sold. Scanbank will be a sell below Friday low. Well, Tata Power will also be a sell below Friday low. Apollo Tyre is also a sell, but avoid Apollo Tyre. Overall trend is sideways. There is no point selling it intraday also. Motherson Sumi is a good sell below last week's low. I think it should be Friday. So Motherson is also so that will be all guys for today. Okay, I don't think we have a lot of buy calls today. Indigo, Tata. So only metals apart from Indigo. We have buy. Everything else is only sell. Now be very cautious in selling. You could see big moves. So keep trailing. Learn to capture your profits. Okay, do all of that, and yeah, that I think that will be all. Okay. Any questions, guys? Any doubts?
Apollo Hospital is also a buy above 4,800, sir.
No, leave it as of now. I'll tell you guys when to buy. Okay, don't worry. ठीक है. Any सवाल जवाब कुछ questions doubt कुछ है? चलो then let's close. Okay, enjoy your day. Watch the video like I always say. Make your own, pick your own 3, 4, 5 stocks that you will trade. Make a good plan on chart where you will buy, how you will buy, how you have to keep stop loss target and all those things. Do all of that. You will make a good amount of money. Like this week alone, we have made good money. I don't know how many of you traded in how many things, but could have made easily very good profit. So continue. Those who have done, those who have not, make your own plan. Go review the video once again. I'll try to get it uploaded by 10. Yeah. Hello guys. Thank you. Take care and bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Bye. Bye, guys. Take care.
Hi, sir.